Hey guys, Davin here at brewbits.com. Behind the camera we've got James. Say hello, James. Today, as you can see, it's pretty pants outside, so I thought I'd have a day brewing. And right now I'm going to be making up the Mangrove Jack's Brewer Series American Pale Ale. A really simple kit to make. It makes up 40 pints, but we do need to add a couple of other things to it. Well, we need to add either some brewing sugar, some liquid malt extract, or as I'm doing here, I'm adding a kilo of beer enhancer. And beer enhancer is made up of powdered malt, powdered wort and brewing sugar, and that's going to add some extra body, some flavor, and it's going to add some extra like head retention as well to the beer. So it's going to make this little kit zing lovely. But we're going to need a few other bits and bobs. So I'm going to need something to ferment it with. So I've got my fermenting bucket. I'm going to have some bottles for the end to put it in. I need some sterilizer to clean and sterilize everything. And then I've got a spoon for stirring. I've got a siphon there for a bit later on. A thermometer so I can check the temperatures and make sure everything's at the right temperature. And this in here, this is my trial jar and my hydrometer so I can check the specific gravities and make sure all the sugar's been eaten. Right, first thing I'm going to do though, before I go any further, is in here, I'm going to open the box. So here we've got a pack of yeast, and then inside the box we have got this silver pouch, and in this silver pouch is your liquid malt extract. Basically this is your concentrated beer, but at the moment in here it's quite thick, it's a bit like treacle, and so to make it a little bit easier to pour out, I'm going to pull off a small amount of really hot water in my sink, and I'm going to put this in it for about 10-15 minutes, and that will allow the liquid malt extract in here to become a bit more runnier. So now your pouch is covered in hot water. Gonna have 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, so I'm just gonna have a little bit of a tidy up, and then I'm going to make up my sterilizer and sterilize my buckets and the other bits and bobs I'm going to be using now. So the liquid malt extract in the pouch has been in the warm water now for a quarter of an hour. It's a little bit easier just to give it a quick wipe down, dry it off. Now, I'm going to pop open the pouch with a pair of scissors. And then it does open up. You might get a little bit of sticky fingers, but part of the fun of this. And then into your sterilized bucket it goes. Once it stops dribbling, you're not going to get everything out, but from your tap with some hot water, just pour some in, and then you can give it a bit of a swish about. That starts the working process. Gets a lot of the thick stuff down at the bottom out. There we go, it's a large part of it, but we've still got quite a lot of it left. So I've got my sterilised spoon and now a bit more hot water. Like so. It does froth up a little bit, but that's fine. Find your water down at the bottom. Now give it a little stir. And you can work your water up the sides, and that'll get all that liquid malt extract off the inside of the pouch. And you might have to do this a few times. But once you've got it all out, it means you've got all that lovely liquid malt extract into your beer to make your beer as good as it can be. Cool, there's still some more in there, so I'm going to go another time. And now the kettle goes on because we need 3 litres of boiling water. I've already added in 1 litre of boiling water, so this is the last 2 litres. Okay, so we've now got 3 litres of boiling water in there, so I'm going to give it a good stirring to mix the gloopy liquid malt extract and the boiling water together to make it a nice thin liquid. It takes a little while to do that, but comes together quite quickly. And now with the beer enhancer, I'm going to chop the lid off like so. And then, very gently, as we sprinkle, we stir. If you don't stir and sprinkle at the same time, this will all turn to one big lump. we go, that's our beer enhancer added to the liquid malt extract. Okay, that's all stirred in. So what we now need to do, this comes over to my sink, and in my sink we're going to top this up to the 23 litre mark, or the 5 gallon mark now, with cold tap water. Right, we've topped that up to 23 litres, and we now need to give this a really good stir, so we've got all that liquid malt extract, the beer enhancer and all the water combined together. So give it a really thorough stir. Now that we've stirred it all in, got it all combined, I've taken a sample in my trial jar, and with the hydrometer it's showing that it's 1.040. And I've sterilised all of this, so this can go back in as well, so we don't waste anything. And then the next thing is our beer yeast. Before I do the beer yeast, I should say, note down that hydrometer reading, write it on the box somewhere, write as well the date that you actually started it. And that will help you when you come to finish the beer, that once it's finished fermenting, we can compare these SG readings of the hydrometer and work out the final ABV. Right, but now on to the yeast. This is really simple, really easy. Open your packet of yeast and sprinkle it on top. I know there's some bubbles on top at the moment. That will all dissipate down and disappear. We don't need to stir it or anything like that. I've got the lid over here. And so now the lid goes on, and this goes into my warm cupboard now, about 18 to 22 degrees C, for about 7 to 10 days, until all the activity and all the foaminess on the top is stopped. And then you can take a reading with a hydrometer, as we're going to do. Right, into my warm cupboard for 7 to 10 days. The Mangrove Jack's Brewer Series American Pale Ale has been sat in my cupboard now for 12 days. And I've taken a hydrometer reading over the last few days, and it keeps coming out at 1.010. So it's settled down and it's finished where it wants to be. Now, if you look at the back of the box, it says that this final gravity should be 1.006. So we're a little bit off that, but not too far to be worried about, because as I say, it's settled down. So our next thing to do is down here, James, over here, come back here. I've got my bucket, and on my bucket, or in my bucket I should say, I've got my siphon. And so the next stage is to siphon it from this top bucket into the second bucket. Right, oh, I didn't make sure my tap was closed off. Yes, my tap's off, so I'm safe. Right, so down at the bottom of this bucket here, there's going to be a lot of sediment. And so what we're doing is we're just taking off that sediment so that we don't disturb it when we bottle it. So it takes a few moments to do that. I've already taken a sneaky little sample when I took a sample for the hydrometer. And I can tell you, it's quite nice. It's quite bitter. It's got a nice maltiness to it. It's also got a nice citrusy fruitiness to it as well, because of the American side of it. Once that clears, that's going to be quite a nice West Coast style American Pale Ale. But I've got a little bit to keep me going, so it takes a little bit of a while. So yeah, have a drink whilst you're doing it, why not? So as it gets down near the bottom, I like to tip the bucket over so that I can get as much of the beer out as possible and leave as much as the sediment as possible. But this kit hasn't actually sedimented a huge amount. It's not really cemented the sediment at the bottom either. I think that's about as much as I'm going to get out without getting loads and loads of sediment. Right, now you see we've also been busy here. Stay there, right, because we don't need that anymore. You can see we've also been busy here because we've sterilised all our bottles ready to fill them with beer. So I'm just going to put the lid on whilst I lift that up, just in case. So over here I've got my priming sugar, and this is just brewing sugar, and I've got 150 grams for the 5 gallons. And I'm just going to gently pour that in all over. It'll dissolve really easy because this is 20 degrees, but a good stir helps it dissolve nicely. Now, when you're stirring this at this stage, try not to get any air into it. You're just trying to move the beer so that the sugar dissolves into it. Now that's all stirred in and dissolved, I'm going to take my bottling wand here, and you can put that on the end of a siphon, or in this case I'm putting it on the end of my tap. Okay, and down we go. So, take bottle number 1, raise it up, and let the beer flow. Now the sugar, because I'm bottling it, is going to be reacting with the yeast. The yeast are going to eat the sugar, and that's going to create some carbon dioxide in the bottle. And because it's going to be trapped in the bottle, it's going to make this beer nice and fizzy. Now here I'm using plastic PET bottles, so that's why I've used 150 ml of brewing sugar. Oh, excuse me. If you're using glass bottles, you may want to reduce that amount of sugar down to about 100 to 125 grams, because these guys, they're a little bit bendy and they expand a little bit with the pressure, whereas glass doesn't expand. Right, that's 2. I've got quite a few more to go. So that is the Mangrove Jack's Brewer Series American Pale Ale, bottled, and I didn't have quite enough bottles to do it, so I've put some in a little mini pressure barrel as well. So these are all now going to go back into my warm place for about another week. In that week, they're going to, the yeast in there is going to eat that extra sugar we added in and create some more carbon dioxide and make these bottles rock hard, where they're really squidgy at the moment, and that's going to create all lovely fizz inside the bottles. Once that's over, we're then going to transfer them somewhere nice and cool, so my garage, and leave them in there for a couple of weeks to bottle condition before we pop them open, or pop them in the fridge, I should say, chill them down, and then pop one open and have a nice bottle of fizzy American Pale Ale. So all I've got to do with these, I suppose, really is also create some pretty little labels to go on the front, so that we know what they are, because otherwise we'll get really confused in my garage and you just find random bottles every now and then of stuff with no name on it, which is quite fun sometimes. So yeah, there we go. If you've made this, down in the comments below, let me know how you've got on, if you've made any changes to it, if you've added any extra hops to it, if you've added different malt extracts to it, if you haven't used beer enhancer or whatever you've done and made it differently, or if you've got any questions, let me know down in the comments and I'll try and answer them for you. But for now, that is the Mangrove Jack's Brewer Series American Pale Ale pretty much done. So cheers, happy brewing, and we'll see you in the next video. So remember to subscribe. I have not had much to drink, honest. Remember to subscribe. Still can't say it. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Cheers for now, happy brewing, bye.